Hello everybody, this is Jake from Simracing Enthusiast, and look what do we have here. This is pedals from Simracing Pro, and my god, they are pro. They are made out of aluminium and they are so freaking stiff. Everything is without any flex. You just you can't move it any direction except the one that's meant to be moving. Okay, yeah. So I really love the base plate. It's so stiff. It's I think 6 millimeters. And look at my Hoisingfeld sprints. This aluminium panel is not very thick, and I can feel the flex when I'm driving them on my Pneumatic K2 rig. So yeah, when I put this thing on my rig, I felt like, oh my god, this isn't moving at all. I really love how it made my rig feel like a real car. And one additional thing that's making you feel like in a real car is the fact that those pedals are made with pneumatic pistons. And when you press the pedal, it makes the air inside compress. And then this information goes to the computer, and then you have like a very pretty linear feeling of building up the pressure. And I really love it. So let's go to the throttle. This throttle is amazing. This is very good. The feeling is very precise. I really feel like what's happening. The first time you press the pedal, it has a bit of opposing force, but when you use it very often, it doesn't have it. But the first feeling is like, oh, there is a little bit of force that you have to overcome to make the pedal go. And this is the tiny issue I find with them, but let's leave it for the later. And now let's go to the clutch. I don't use clutch very often because I love to drive Formula cars. I have roof in my car, and when I go to the simulator, I really appreciate not having the roof, especially that it would take most of my monitor. Why would you like this clutch? Because it's built like a tank, and it needs a lot of force to make it go. And maybe there is one thing I would change in these pedals. I like the feel when you press the clutch and there is a force you have to put, and then there is a little release on the last phase. And here you don't have it. It's like a stiffer throttle pedal. Yeah, this is a thing I would change in them. But now let's go to the most important thing, I think, in sim racing, to the braking. It was so freaking hard to put the maximum pressure on it, because I tried to do it in the app that was provided by the producer, by Simracing Pro, and I wasn't able to max it out. It was like 70% for my capacity, for my strength, and I just couldn't press it more. And I really love the feeling you have with this brake pedal. When I tried to race it in Assetto Corsa Competizione, and I pressed the brake for the first time, I heard the squeak in the simulator, and I felt the sensation in my feet with this pedal, and I really love it. The first moment is, again, like in throttle. You have to overcome some tiny force that's holding the pedal from moving, and when you overcome it, then There is a very smooth, very precise building up of the pressure under your feet, and I really like it until the point of 60%, where I felt like, okay, I reached a wall, and right now nothing is moving, and I feel only building up the tension in my muscle, and I wasn't sure if I like it. I I needed to run a few days with these pedals to just be sure if I'm not, making things up. I would like to have more feedback when I reach the 60, 65, 70%, that something is changing, not as much as before, but is changing. And this, of course, this is my subjective, philosophy, but I'm really curious. Have you tried those, and what are your impressions? I really love how they are built, because they are built like a tank. There are things that won't damage, I think, at all. I think those pedals are almost impossible to break, to destroy, and I'm really quite comfortable when my lovely daughter was trying them out, and yeah, I really like how they look. Of course, I would change maybe the orange to red, because my rig is black and red, but you can change it. You can order them from the site with the red plates. Oh, one thing, everything on this base plate is mounted from the top. So if you want to change something, if you want to remove one pedal after putting the base plate on your rig, you can do it. You can just unscrew it from the top, and it's a very nice thing. So again, comparing them to the Sprints, look, if I want to remove the pedal, I have to take the screws here, 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 and it's so tricky. And if I want to plug it to the rig, it's very tricky. Look at those tiny mounts for the cables. I love them. I really, really love them. So let's go to the most important topic. How much do they cost? If you are interested in 3-pedal option, it's right now around 1,300 euros. And if you prefer driving without a clutch, like me, I would go with 2-pedal option, which is around 1,000 euros. Of course, you can buy additional different color of the plate, and yeah, it's a good option. It's cheaper than Heusinkfeld Ultimates, where you would have to pay 1,500 euros for the 3-pedal option and 1,200 for 2-pedal option. So yeah, these are priced amazingly, considering how much value do you get buying these pedals. I really love how they are built, and of course, these are my opinions. These are my subjective insights, but I'm really curious, what do you think about them? And please watch the Dan Suzuki video, because he makes unbelievable content, and I really am a huge fan of him. And I just wanted to share my view on those pedals. So yeah, guys, and one additional thing, I heard that David from Simracing Pro is a real great guy. So if you have any questions, you can send them to him. You can send the questions to me, and probably I will send them out to him, because I'm not that familiar with all those tiny details. But yeah, I had a great time using them, and I would really consider, if I would be about to change my pedals, I would really consider them in my plans. So yeah, guys, it's been a huge pleasure to have you here. Thank you, thank you. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and write down in comments what do you think about them and what can I improve in my channel. Of course, I can improve my my shirt because I wanted it to match the one of the pedals, and it's a carrot day here in Poland. So yeah, after these not funny jokes, we have to finish this video. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Bye. Oh my God. Every time, the same thing. Oh.